Hey, Doc, how you doing?
Oh, hey, come on in. Come on, have it. Lie down. Talk to me. See what's bothering you.
Well, Doc, I'm just afraid, man.
Of what?
Afraid of the government coming.
Okay. Let's narrow this down a little bit. The government is a big entity. Can you narrow it down to specifically what you are afraid of?
Well, I believe that they're going to take over.
What do you think they're going to take over?
Well, I'm just afraid that they're going to come and take our guns.
Oh, come on now. What makes you think that?
Well, they did during Katrina. I've seen it on the internet. They took these people's guns. They were law-abiding citizens, and they took them.
Okay, and those people that got their guns taken away, did they eventually get them back?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's just stop right there. The government can't come and take your guns. It's the Dick Act of 1908 proves that it can't be done. It's illegal. It's been put in place already. They aren't going to take your guns, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, what about the bridges?
And what about the bridges?
Well, haven't you noticed all the bridges are being worked on and they're being raised 3 feet?
And why do you think they're being raised 3 feet?
Well, I heard that they're raising them 3 feet to more easily move military equipment within our borders, so they can take over.
Oh, that's just nonsense. They've been moving military equipment across the United States for years and years and years. It's just a reinvestment act into our infrastructure to make it better. That's all it is. There's nothing to be worried about. What else seems to be bothering you?
Well, do you see the cameras at intersections? I think they're watching us and they're following us.
Those aren't cameras. Those are sensors, and they're used to, when a car pulls up to a light, it senses that a car is there, so it just changes the lights. It's more efficient, and it's more cost effective than digging up the pavement and putting sensors in the pavement. Anything else?
Oh, well, what about the Georgia Guidestones?
Okay, what about them?
Well, haven't you heard about those? Don't you know what they mean?
Yes, and why don't you tell me what you think they mean?
Well, there's these giant stones in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they're like 10 feet tall, and there's like a bunch of them, and they're inscribed on them is a bunch of different languages, and
what does all of this mean?
And in short, the world's population, they're saying that the world's population can't go over 300 billion people.
And what happens if the population goes over 300 billion?
Well, then they start killing people off. It's the New World Order.
Oh, now just calm down. Don't get ridiculous. Those are just put in for place for future generations to look back on something. It's just some guy with a lot of money spending it up just to do something, just to start a little conversation and see how far it's going to go. That's all. There's just nothing. Nothing to worry about. You got anything else?
Well, what about the satellites that they're using to read my thoughts? That's why I wear this hat. This aluminum, because the waves can't penetrate and listen to what I'm thinking about.
Okay, and you think they're listening to your thoughts?
Well, yeah.
Okay. And what do you think about that? You think that they make you be a threat? What are you thinking about? Why would they think you're a threat?
Well, mostly porn.
Okay, quit. Listen, they don't have the technology to listen to what you're thinking. They do that through, your wireless cameras that you put up in your house. They hack into those. They go into that. Your smartphones, they turn them on, whenever they want to. That's all in the apps that they can control. When you sign up for an app, they put that in there that they can use your camera and your everything, your microphone. They don't listen to brain waves. They go through your smartphone, smart TV, cameras installed in your house. They don't. The brainwave technology, listen to your brainwaves and listen to what you're thinking? That's preposterous.
Oh. Okay then.
All right, is there anything else?
Well, what about GMO food?
What about it?
Well, it's genetically modified to make lab mice sterile when they eat it.
Are you a lab mouse?
No. Do I look like a mouse?
Why are you afraid of GMO food?
Well, if it makes mice sterile, you know, when humans eat it, they could get sterile, and they wouldn't be able to reproduce, and then we couldn't have more people, and then when they come and get us, there wouldn't be none of us to fight back.
Calm down, calm down. Don't get out of hand here. They genetically modify the food because it makes it more disease resistant, you know, more drought resistant, and they can grow better in better conditions for people who can't grow the food in their country. That's why they're starving. So they're modifying these plants to grow in areas that they normally wouldn't, so they can feed the people. That's all.
Oh. Wow. I never thought of it like that.
You see? It all makes sense now. Nothing to get worked up over. Nothing. It's all nothing.
Huh. You know, you're right. I was a nut to think of all that stuff. Thanks, Doc.
It's what I'm here for. Okay, you can leave now. You can pay at the front desk.
GMO food? Bridges being raised? The Georgia Guidestones? They're coming to get us. They're gonna kill us. They can read my thoughts.